Tottenham just aren't good enough. You know, it happens. It happens in previous seasons when Kane is injured or Son is out or Son has to go away for international duty or something. They're not good enough.
Well, again, you could say. I know. I said that it shouldn't be down to one or two players. It should be all about the team, shouldn't it?
It
really?
should be, but Tottenham aren't good enough as a team. They don't have a good. I don't think they have a good mentality in the squad.
I think we. We spoke about this before, didn't we? About like Tottenham. Where I think it was after they drew against Fulham. There was a lot of talk about, and Tottenham fans said this as well when they called in and stuff. But they haven't got the capability of seeing out a lead. Whereas Jose Mourinho has been in teams like with Chelsea with a fantastic defence, Inter Milan with a fantastic defence at the time, but Tottenham, he seems to be applying the same strategy, but they're not able to hold out. I mean, I think he did the same at Manchester United, didn't he, Joey? Really, like defensively,
Yeah, he
kind
did
of.
the same at but Manchester United managed just about to hold out.
Just about, yeah. Whereas Tottenham, they're just not a good side to do that, are they? They haven't got the.
No.
You look at their defence. Sanchez.
They haven't got the quality.
Yeah, Sanchez, Alderweireld, Rodon as well. So it's a big risk to put someone like Rodon in that starting 11 and show so much faith in him. I mean, I think he's a decent player, but it's a big risk to be putting so much faith in him.
Yeah,
I think.
I feel like you need more experienced players. Like they had Ericsson. I think they should buy back Ericsson. They've got an option to buy back Ericsson.
No, why would he want to go back to Tottenham?
Apparently, he is rumoured to leave Inter Milan. He's not being used much there, so he is being rumoured to not go back to Tottenham, of course, but just leave the side at some point because he's not getting enough football. But
Manchester United were going to swoop into him, I think.
Oh, they might be.
Manchester United.
I'm not so sure. There's only one day left of the window, though, isn't there?
Yeah, so I doubt he'll go to United. I doubt United will make. We don't need any additions, but still, I just think Tottenham. Jose Mourinho, as you say, I mean they lost. They were 3-0 up against West Ham, weren't they, early in the season, and then they conceded 3 goals.
There's been a lot of examples of them not closing out leads, this season. I mean, Hugo Lloris, I just want to ask you guys about this as well. Hugo Lloris, even though he's a World Cup winner, he has been top class in the past, but he has got mistakes in him, hasn't he? He's not. I don't know if he's the right solution.
He's a bit of a flashy keeper. He can make good saves on camera, like a fantastic save. But when it comes to sort of simple things, I don't think he has good communication skills with his defence. He seems, like you said, he just makes mistakes, and I just don't think and I think it's sort of a factor with a lot of these players. They can good moments.
Yeah.
But I think there's a sort of mentality where they feel they've sort of made it, but they haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't made it, and they've got a good manager, and they're not really showing how good he really is. Because I don't think Mourinho is this quality of a manager who's sort of nowhere near the top of the league. He's won this league. I think it's 3 times now at least, isn't it?
Yeah, he's won his league 3 times with Chelsea.
Yeah. So he's one of the managers that's won it the most in this league, if not the most. And this team is not showing him in the best of light. And I feel like there's a lot of players who think they've made it, but when the going gets tough, the true colours come out. They don't have the mentality. I think there's only 1 or 2 players that are in this team that are better than this team and should be somewhere else.
It is very surprising. I mean, you just look at, he's giving a lot of faith into players who I wouldn't necessarily have thought would be great first choice picks. I mean, but I suppose they have been improving. Ben Davies, Højbjerg was only sort of bought from Southampton, but he's been a first teamer really ever since Mourinho came in. ever since he came into the side. Sorry.
Yeah, but I think Højbjerg he's a first team player. He's definitely a first team player though.
I just want to refer to Dele Alli though. Like Dele Alli's been pushed out the side really. I mean, do you two feel that's the right decision to just not play him? I don't know why Mourinho's not playing him. I don't think he's a very good trainer, from what I've heard. But Dele Alli, I mean, he's got still a lot to offer this Tottenham side, and it's kind of the same thing as Gareth Bale, really. Like, begs you the question why Gareth Bale hasn't been used enough.
I actually like Dele Alli. I like him as a player. I love his cheekiness, and he has got skills. I mean, I feel like under Pochettino, he was really successful. But that's because Pochettino knows how to nurture young players, and he knows how to bring them up and train them and say, do this, do that.
I think Ali's one of those players that has that mentality that feels like he's made it, because he started off pretty well. Kind of flew onto the scenes with a couple of good goals and a good assists and good performances, and ever since then it's just sort of been a bit hit and miss for me. He just looks like a player who feels like he's made it, and that's it. That's it. He hasn't made it though.
I feel like Tottenham could be doing better if they had him in the side though.
Also, it doesn't really. Jose Mourinho, what's his philosophy? He doesn't really bring out youngsters, does he? He always likes experienced players, like in his squad. However, I just think again, everyone was excited at the start of the season. With Bale coming in, and then you had Kane and you had Son. But now, yes, I understand now Kane is injured. Son, where's Son? Has he gone off?
Son is still in the starting 11. He played just behind Bergwijn in that match against Brighton. I'm just looking at the lineup now. I mean, you got Sanchez, Alderweireld, Rodon, defensive players, Sissoko and Dembele, Højbjerg and Davis across the midfield, Bale and Son playing behind Bergwijn. I mean, that's not a team which you look at it and you're scared as the opposition. If Harry Kane's in there, you're scared. I can't really see anyone else who's going to really frighten a team. I think Son.
Bale for me is a bit. I think Bale for me, everyone was getting very hyped up for Bale, and in a way he's a good player. I do rate Bale, but I feel he hasn't really played too much for Real Madrid in the latter stages of his career with them, and he's been thrown back into the Premier League, and I just feel like at least this year, he has to sort of try and settle in. I never thought he would sort of, blow up this year. He sort of looks like he's just sort of trying to take it a bit easy.
There's a lot of players, there's a lot of teams, rather, who have missed out on buying players in this window. Tottenham are definitely one. I mean, they should have gone out for another striker, shouldn't they? With Kane injured. I mean, it's surprising that Son hasn't been in the goals of late. And Bale hasn't produced. They should have gone for another striker, I feel.
Yeah, but they got Lucas Moura. They got Lucas Moura on the bench.
Lucas Moura. He's not really a centre forward though. He's more of an attacking.
Lamella's not exactly an official striker.
No.
They do have Vinicius.
Yeah, but he's been, from what we've seen this season, he's been very hot and cold. Like, he's definitely a second choice by Mourinho. Mourinho doesn't trust him that much to play him first team, I don't think.
But was there really any strikers out there this January? It was Costa. I know we talked about Costa before. Does Mourinho could have got Costa, but would he want him in his team?
Well, personally, I think Chelsea should have gone in for Costa again. With the way our strikers are at the moment. But Diego Costa, I mean, that's a striker. He's a free agent at the moment. Plenty of teams could have gone in for him. I don't understand why he's still in the market. It just baffles me.
I think they're scared of his attitude, because his attitude is really bad, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got a and he would also demand very high wages.
Yeah,
and he's been injured. He's been fairly injured for the last this season and last season, so I'm not sure if he would be able to keep fit.
He bullies defences though. I mean, he'd be a great
risky.
addition.
He's a bit of a liability, isn't he? Bit of a liability. But he's like, he said Mario Götze on a free transfer as well. What happened to him, Mario Götze?
Not sure.
Mario Götze.
Götze, whatever his name is. Mario
Götze, yeah.
Götze.
Götze.
And also, it's in Mandzukic is the big Croatian fella.
Mandzukic, yeah. I mean, in the summer, Mourinho's got to add quite a bit to this squad. Do you two feel? Because this is it's his first full season as Tottenham manager, and they're thereabouts. They're probably best hope for them is top 4 this season, but that looks very unlikely. He's definitely got to add to this, isn't he? I mean, and also it begs the question. I know we've been saying this for a couple of years now, but do you two believe that Harry Kane will eventually leave?
Yes.
Skander?
He will eventually, because he will want to win something. He would want to
go to a club
that
will win a
I don't know. Maybe he's comfortable outside of football, living in London.
Possibly.
I think that might be a factor, but maybe he might not want to leave for another London club. And it does. I mean, to be fair, from maybe
if he was going to go anywhere
Tottenham's
in the English league, it would either be Manchester United, or maybe even Man City, or even Liverpool. You know what I mean?
Or even Arsenal, or even Chelsea.
Well, I don't know if Liverpool.
No, it would never be Arsenal or Chelsea. It would never be Arsenal or Chelsea.
Well, I mean, he was an Arsenal fan.
He would not disrespect like that.
I can't see Harry Kane moving to another team in England, really. I think if he leaves Tottenham, I can see Harry Kane going abroad somewhere, really.
Well, I'm not sure how that would help him. He doesn't seem like a player that can learn another language.
Yeah, well, go to Real Madrid.
But then again, the loyalty plays a part. I mean, I can't see him... unless a big offer comes in, really. But I don't think Harry Kane is all about the money, really. He's kind of like a Steven Gerrard figure, in a way, that he's shown a lot of loyalty to Tottenham. And it just makes you think, there's been speculation for years and he's end up staying there. So he does believe that this team, can get somewhere. But yeah, I mean, it's difficult. I can't see him playing for another team in the Premier League. But then again,
I could see him playing for Manchester United. If Manchester United start winning trophies more, and he'll see that, I think he would go to Manchester United.
That's a big if.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, Tottenham have got.
I don't know with Kane.
He would never go to Arsenal. He would never go to Chelsea. He would never.
I'm not sure if I would really want him at Arsenal.
He would never go to any other London side in a billion years, mate. He would. He's got too much respect for Tottenham to do that. Whereas he would probably go into Manchester United, Liverpool, or Man City. But Manchester United is more.
I have a funny feeling Chelsea might actually sign him.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Not in a million years, mate. Not in a million years.
Joey, in your eyes, everyone's going to Manchester United. Eriksen's been linked to Manchester United. Oh, yeah, United are going to get Kane.
It's funny that.
United are linked to...
No one's... No, not every player. Not every player.
The Jadon Sancho saga.
Yeah, he's not coming.
Well, Tottenham. Let's not forget. Actually, Tottenham do have the chance to win silverware this season. They're in the EFL Cup final against Manchester City. And
yeah, they are. Aren't
if they win that, could be very, very
Forgot about
interesting.
that.
That'll be their first trophy since 2008, I believe.
I mean, I'll be very surprised if they actually win it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised as well.
They just don't.
I don't know. I
And
wouldn't.
I know City probably.
Yeah, I wouldn't write them off though.
Sorry.
It's a one game thing, isn't it? It's like how you turn up on the day, and it's Jose Mourinho. I mean, he can pull out these surprises. It's him against Pep. I honestly think Tottenham could win it. Really.
Well, I mean, I just feel it's a one game thing, and I just don't think Tottenham have the mentality to win finals.
No.
I don't think City. I know Pep Guardiola will probably try and I know City players do have generally a good mentality overall under Pep, but I think Pep Guardiola might not even play that much of a strong team.
Really.
And I still think they would win it. It's an EFL Cup, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not really Pep Guardiola's standard.
Yeah, he wants the title when the Champions League. That's what he wants.
I think for Tottenham, a couple of class defenders, maybe a winger and a good striker, good central midfielder as well. I feel like Mourinho needs to do some work in the summer to get this team back to challenging at the top, because they seem to have gone down really since Pochettino left, don't you think?
Oh yeah, they have.
And Mourinho, is brought in to do the exact opposite.
I mean, it's Tottenham. I'm sorry, I don't know why we're talking so much about them. I really don't know why we're talking so much about them. It's just Tottenham.
Well, there you have it. There you go. The most in-depth analysis you will ever get. Skanda has stated it's just Tottenham.
It's Tottenham.
Sorry, Tottenham fans listening to this, but I'm afraid until they win a trophy, they will always be mocked and ridiculed in this sort of fashion.
It's not really mocked. It's just how it is. It's Tottenham. Okay, that's it. That should have all the discussion should have been. We really should have been talking more about Brighton. We haven't even said a word to them, and they're the ones that won the game.